What's up, Spartans? Today I'm going to show you how to set your bait caster up so you don't have to deal with all those backlashes. I'm going to keep it super simple. I got a bright rod today, so what I point to will be hopefully easy for you guys to see on the video. So basically, this is a left-hand retrieve. So whatever side you're retrieving is going to be your tension spool. And this tension spool's job is to control the tension of the actual spool right here. So the looser it is, the more line it's letting out. The tighter it is, the more line it's not letting out at the beginning of the cast. Then over here in this weird yellow color, off yellow, I hope the camera picks up pretty good, that's going to be your braking system. So you might have numbers, you might have notches, but it's always going to be minimum to maximum, vice versa. So to start with your bait caster, the best thing to do when you're trying it out and trying to get a feel for it, you're going to want to set your brakes all the way to max. So what the brakes do are, the brakes are what's going to stop your bait after you have done your cast. So the tension spool is going to let the bait start flying out, and then the brakes is going to slow it down. And backlashes happen when your bait hits the water before you stop the spool. So if your brakes are up high enough, it's going to help slow it down so you don't backlash as high. So brakes all the way up. And then every bait that you have is going to need some sort of adjustment on your bait caster reel based on its weight. So the best way to do that is you're going to crank your tension knob. Just like I said, it's going to be on the same as your reeling side. If you have a right hand, it's just going to be flip-flopped, but it's the exact same. You're going to put it all the way tight. So now I have it all the way tight. Once your tension spool is tightened all the way up, you're going to go ahead and push to release your bait. It's not going to go anywhere because you have all that tension on the spool itself. So then you're going to slowly start releasing it. Once you start releasing it, the bait's going to go down. The goal is to have it as tight as you can, but let the bait hit the water without getting a backlash on your reel. So keep it as tight as you possibly can so it just barely falls and hits the water. So then you're going to just keep casting like that, and it should set your bait up for what you're using. And remember, as you're switching baits, you're going to want to adjust that tension spool, and as you get more used to fishing, you can then back the brakes down so you can cast it a little bit farther. Now when you cast, make sure you're still keeping your thumb on that spool because it's all about feeling. So keep that thumb on there and make sure you stop your bait before your bait hits the water, and then just go from there. Another thing I would like to tell you guys to do as you're getting used to this is use a heavier bait. It's hard to use kind of a finesse lighter bait on a bait caster, especially when you're starting off. So use like a 1/2 ounce something and go out on a day where it's not windy, because the wind's not your friend with bait casters when you're starting to learn. Go out there, give this a try. We have the rest of the day to fish, so we're gonna go fish and hopefully get something good. I hope this helps you out. If it does, maybe like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more fishing tips.
Always getting closer, I'm marching till it's over.